Good afternoon. I'm going to run through a couple of pieces of kit which I mentioned on my last video when I was camping up at Brock Crags in the Lake District. The bits of kit I'm going to run through today. I'm going to give you a quick brief sort of review on Montane Yupik 65 rucksack, Black Diamond distance FLZ walking poles, and a quick mention to my head torch and the waterproof trousers we're using. I'm going to go into a bit more depth on the Montane Alpine Shift jacket. Reason being, when I was looking to buy the jacket, I couldn't find any sort of independent sort of feedback stroke reviews on it. Everything was sort of on the Montane site and other websites. So I won't waste too much time, I'll just crack on. Tech spec wise, I'm not going to go into too much detail on anything else. As I say, it's just going to be a brief overview. So Yupik 65 Montane rucksack, carries 65 litres comfortably. The rucksack itself, I don't think I've ever carried a more comfortable rucksack. It's adjustable, it's got an adjustable back, hydration pouch compatible, so camelbacks. The only two things I would say on it that I've not been overly impressed by are the elasticated, let's see if you can see these, the elasticated water bottle holders, quite slippery material, and the water bottles, they do find a way out. I mean, what you tend to do is lime on the side and that'll be okay, but I've not got much confidence in them. If you use a hydration bladder, perfect. And the only other thing which is an easy fix is the waterproof cover. I did mention this at the weekend. So the elasticated cuff that runs around the outside, even if you have a full pack, doesn't work very well. You can get sort of medium winds, 20-25 mile an hour, and it comes off. So yeah, it works more of a sail than a waterproof cover. The actual material itself's great, so you could potentially modify it or just go out and buy a new cover. But other than that, great rucksack. If you're happy to sort of work with the pouches and put hydration sack in, great rucksack. Walking poles, as I mentioned, distance FLZ Black Diamonds. Don't normally walk with poles, but I've started to, and I'm going to throughout winter. What I've noticed since carrying a bit more weight with winter camping, I've been slipping quite a bit. They do help, and they helped me a couple of times at the weekend when I sort of lost my footing. Solid pole. I looked at sort of carbon fibre ones, but with being about 15 stone, these are sort of a bit more substantial. They are what they call the Z poles, so you can fold them down to a tiny size. So if you're ever thinking of travelling, I mean, I'm skiing over New Year, so I may take them with me, and they come with 2 lots of baskets, heavy snow baskets, and sort of mid baskets, and then carbide tips and also rubber tips, so you can adjust them to the terrain. They also have 2 sizes in these as well, so the ones I've got 125 centimeters to 140 off the top of my head. Waterproof trousers, I have Montane Atomic, great trousers, and the head torch, which I wasn't sure on the model at the weekend, is the Spot 35 by Black Diamond. Great head torch, I think it's about 25-30 quid. If that's sort of your budget, get one, you won't be disappointed. Right, onto the most important sort of item of kit. As I said, the limited reviews on these, if any, I couldn't find any when I was looking. The jacket itself, Montane Alpine Shift. This is a large. I checked the labels before. I thought it was around about 300 grams. It's actually 315 as a large men's. The material is 20 denier, and it's Diamond Light Pro. Technical specs you will get online. The hydrostatic head rating is 15,000. I couldn't find sort of the moisture ratings, so I'm not even going to guess, but I just don't know then. The jacket itself, though, I found it very breathable. I mean, there was a bit of sort of condensation, but in some jackets that I've worn over the years, I've sort of wetted them from the inside out. So from that, breathability, it was very waterproof. I say the only bit of moisture I got was from my body. The pocket, I had my phone in there, amongst other things, and nothing got wet other than a bit of condensation from the inside out. It's got YKK, off the top of my head, the Vislon zips. I say the tech specs online, so have a look on there. And it's a 2-way zip as well, which is a good feature. The hood's wired, which I found great, and it will easily take a helmet, a climbing helmet, which is designed for, because it's part of the Alta series. The jacket itself, the one I've got is the green, the citrus green. I think they do another colour, I can't think what it's, sorry, they do a black as well, but I paid 152 quid for it on a Black Friday deal. It will stand up to anything that I want it to do. I mean, Pennines, Snowdonia, Lakes, I will have no issues taking that with me. And yeah, and from sort of first impressions and from the weekend, longevity on it, I don't know. As I say, I've only worn it for probably 20 hours, 22 hours, but in the time that I used it, I was impressed by it. So yeah, if you're in the market for one and it's sort of around your budget, I would highly recommend it. If there's anything I've missed, please ask me. I'll more than happily help you and give you my advice. But yeah, it's a good jacket. I'm well impressed by it, and I'm glad I spent the extra money and bought a decent garment. And that's it. Thank you.